Sup guys, Spotbot here. Welcome to Clash of Clans here on my Town Hall 9 base, coming along pretty nicely. But I want to run some raids. I want to run some attacks with an army configuration that I don't usually run with, or I don't think I've ever run with this type of army configuration. Anyways, 20 giants, 2 healers. Okay, so the healer giant thing, I do have max level healers. My giants aren't max level quite yet, but they will be in the next few weeks. Hopefully here on Town Hall level 9. I've got some balloons. I thought I'd just throw in some balloons in there just because, you know, just send the giants in. Hopefully the giants or the barbarians with some wall breakers. Important, very important to try and get through some of those walls, so those defenses. Once the air defenses are taken out, they bring in those six balloons and see what they can do, okay? And then I've got some barbarians just to back them up, and or to draw out clan castle troops as needed. Obviously have my clan castle troops here. I just request whatever, and people send me whatever they want. So we've got a bunch of archers and some barbarians. And as far as the spells are concerned, I've got a bit of a variety here. So I've got two lightning spells to help with clan castle troops and or defenses. I've got a rage spell to help with the giants and balloons. And I've got a jump spell. So the plan is to try and get through past at least one line of defense of walls and possibly two, and then if the giants need to get in further inside the base, then I can use the jump spell. It's the first time I've had the jump spell. I just upgraded or finished upgrading my spell factory the other day, so now I have 4 spells and I have access to the jump spell. So we're going to do this live. We're going to find an attack or find a base and see what we can do here. So this guy is level 10. I don't know. He's got crossbows. You know what? I think I would rather find a Town Hall level 9 base, like this base. Although this base, yeah, he's got some pretty weak walls on the interior, so we can bring our giants in. Just trying to figure out where the best way, is the best spot to bring the giants in. I'm thinking over on this right-hand side where the air defense is. Take out that air defense and then bring in our balloons to assist. All right. So we're going to do that. Where's his clan castle? His clan castle is right over here, so we're going to try and draw out his troops. Yes, he has clan castle troops, and we're going to bring him out over here and take out his clan castle troops. Probably with our... we're not going to use the lightning spell. I shouldn't have brought in that other barbarian. Okay, here we go. We're bringing the clan castle troops to take out the giants right there, and then bring in our giants right here. So bring in a few. Bring in some wall breakers. May as well bring in the rest of the giants. What the heck? And then we can bring in a couple more wall breakers. We'll send them in 2 at a time to see if they can break through the interior of the walls. There's the air defense. Then we're going to bring in some balloons over here. Send in some more wall breakers, and then we'll bring in some barbarians to follow up with. Now I have the rage spell that I can use here. I probably should have dropped it a little bit forward from that position. And let's see, what else are we going to do here? We can use the jump spell. Put it right there. So those giants can jump over the jump spell. We can bring in our archer queen over here. I don't have my barb king available. That kind of sucks. But what are you going to do? All right, so the balloons are actually providing some pretty good assistance there. The jump spell, yeah, pretty effective. And nice, they got over that other wall before the jump spell dissipated. I'm going to use my lightning spells right here to try and take out some of those other defenses and see if those giants can't continue on. And basically, we have 1 defense left, and that's the actually a couple left, 3 archer towers. So we got 2 left. Our archer queen is actually doing a pretty good job of taking out some of those defenses. And again, you know, this isn't really a high level base. The walls are pretty low level, but you know, if you try and go up against a high level Town Hall 10 base with a giant healer, you're not going to get too far typically. Okay, but I think it was a fairly successful raid. We only have 50 seconds left, so I don't think we're going to 100% this base. It's the only problem. It would have been better if we would have had our barbarian king to help us out. It looks like we only lost 1 healer. And that's the problem with the giant army, especially with running only 1 rage spell, is it just takes them that much longer to attack the base, right? They're very, very slow moving, and they have to get through the walls. So this base was very well sectioned off. I think it was very well sectioned off to prevent a 3-star. I mean, a 2-star is quite easy, but the 3-star is where we have issue. And yeah, there's definitely no way. We got 10 seconds left. It's going to be damn close, though. There's that one last gold storage right there that we're not going to be able to get to, unfortunately. Look at that. That one last gold storage. And I may have been better off to save my lightning spells just to take that. That was a very, very close. That was a very, very close raid right there. So pretty interesting. And like I said, I haven't really used that type of army before. I'm going to train these guys up here again because I want to run at least one other raid. But it's pretty effective. It's pretty effective, I think. And it would have been nice if this guy was ready. I could have waited another 5 minutes, and my Barbarian King would have been ready, and we would have taken that base easily. Easily, right? Because it was only that one gold storage that was left. So we're going to run another one. I'm going to train up a new army, get some new spells created here, and I think I'll probably go with the same configuration, and we'll try it again and see what happens. And if you guys have any thoughts on how we can improve that type of raid, maybe more raid spells instead of lightning spells, who knows, but I think it was a fairly successful attack on that base, even though we didn't get the 3-star. We'll be back. Okay, guys, our army is geared up, and if you notice, I'm down quite a bit of elixir. Well, my archer tower actually completed not too long ago, and I've now begun upgrading my second of 4 army camps, so an extra 5 army slots will be available in just under 5 days. Woohoo! Okay, let's find another base. Again, that previous base, maybe not the best base for the type of attack, type of army that we have. But and we have the exact same army here again. I didn't change anything. Again, just experimentation. That's what it's all about, right? I haven't really run with these types of army configurations before, so thought I'd give it a try, and we'll see what we can do. Do you think we should look for a base that has a lot of resources just for fun? Because, I mean, I'm trying to get resources together anyway, right? So why not kill 2 birds with 1 stone? So we're going to look around here for a while until we can find an appropriate base. Well, let's see. Keep track of how much gold I spend between now and when we actually attack. Okay, guys, so this looks like a pretty abandoned base. It's a Town Hall 10. Normally, I wouldn't want to attack a Town Hall 10 base, but because of the resource count, like the gold and elixir and dark elixir, we're going to attack it. So he's got an archer queen down here. So let's see if we can draw her out. She's not going to have any clan castle troops. So let's drop in these guys, and only half of them went to the archer queen. Let's just see if we can take her out. And then we're going to bring in our giants right in 2 groups here. We're going to bring them in here, okay? We're going to send in some wall breakers right there, right there. Come on, guys. Send in 1 healer, 1 healer. A couple more wall breakers. See what the wall breakers can do. And let's drop in some rage spells right there, right there. Okay, we're going to bring in the balloons. All right, so just to assist. And then up here, we're going to bring in our Barbarian King right here and the Archer Queen right there. All right, and bring in some additional Barbarians. And just see how these guys do. We got, okay, we got hidden Teslas all over the place here. We're going to use a jump spell right here. And Barb King, we gotta get him going. And let's see if we can't help right here. See, the healers started going over towards the Barbarian King. That's the problem. At least one of the healers, anyway. And yeah, we're gonna take down that bottom portion of the base. We've got our some more Barbarians going up at the top portion. Our giants are trying to get to those archer towers. We got the 50%, which is fine. Yeah, they're running into trouble here. I wonder if I can give them a hand. Possibly. No. I was going to say use my lightning spell. I can probably use my lightning spell once those barbarians get a little bit closer. Let's see if we can't get some additional gold here for them. Right there. So we're going to drop in a lightning spell. So we got 74%. There's no way we're going to get a 2-star in this base, but we got most of the resources. Unfortunately, those barbarians are going to go after the Barbarian King, so we left 42,000 gold on the table. But, you know, as far as base selection, again, you really have to look at base selection for your army. This base would be more suitable, and the previous base even would have been more suitable, much more suitable for a Balloonian attack, okay? Balloons, minions. Because of the, there's so many... Let's just go back and take a look at this guy's base, okay? And we'll take a look at the other guy's base as well. So let's visit him. I mean, I wanted to attack it simply because there were a lot of resources, right? So he just has so many sections in his base. If there weren't as many sections, then it would be more suitable for a giant / healer attack. But like I said, if you have balloons, if you have minis, you don't really have to worry about the walls. It's a base that you want to look at. Let's try and find one on our... well, even my base, really. My base is much, much more suitable for a giant attack because there aren't as many walls to go through. And if really you wanted to get past these walls, you came in down from the top, you can get wall breakers to get through these walls and then use jump spells down here to get your giants over quickly. And then they're not impeded necessarily by any walls until they complete the circle and then try to get into the middle, right? So that type of base is way more suitable for a giant healer attack with wall breakers, etc. Whereas, this, and we'll look at the previous one as well. Sorry, on my attack log. Whereas this kind of base is really more suited for balloons and minions. So I think what we'll do, I'm not necessarily next time, but definitely on attack coming up, we still only have level 5 balloons and I believe level 4 minions. Where are we on the minions? Yes, level 4 minions and level 5 balloons. Now, they are both upgradable here on Town Hall 9, but we might get some Balloonian attacks in before we go with our upgrades on those troops, just to see. And then do a comparison, right? Because, I mean, level 6 balloons and level 5 minions are going to be way beast. And wait until you get to level 6 minions, it's even better, right? And I got 100%ed by that type of army on my base. So anyways, that's it. Just want to try something different, and maybe throwing in the balloons was the wrong thing to do, but I think they at least had a chance to take out some of the other defenses that our giants were too slow or were taking too long to get to. That's it for now, guys. We'll catch you tomorrow and next time here on NGT Mobile Gaming with some Clash of Clans. Hope you enjoyed. I'm Spider, and I'm out.